God! I hate you! I hate you so much. I hate you. I hate Mom. And I hate this family. I hate every single one of you. I mean, why? Why did I have to be born into such a horrible family like you guys? I must be one of the most unfortunate kids in the whole wide world. If there is a God out there, he must hate me.
Stop being so melodramatic, Karen. You're treating us like we're the worst parents that you could ever get. We're actually quite reasonable. I don't know where you got this mentality that you're such a victim and you have it so hard, but it's not healthy, you know. You should realize that you have something good. There are a lot of people out there that would love to be in the position that you're in. There are a lot of people that would love to have the parents that you have.
Oh my God! Can you just, shut up? What are you talking about? You're trying to tell me that they would love to have parents that don't let their child do anything? You're trying to say that they would love to have parents that chained her up to a ball? You're trying to say that they would love parents that would stop their child from having a relationship with the guy she likes?
Stop over-dramatizing the situation. You're trying to single out all the things that you don't like about me and your mother as parents. But you know that we do a lot of good things for you as well. You're only doing this right now because we're not giving you what you want.
That's exactly why I'm doing this. Don't you guys get it? Don't you understand what good parents are in the first place? If you really cared about me, you would give me what I need to fulfill my dreams, right? You would support me in whatever I want to do.
What are you trying to get at right now, Karen? Do you really think that we could call ourselves good parents if we let you run off around with that guy? I'm telling you right now, no parents are good parents if they're okay with a guy that can't even pull his pants up. Are we good parents to let a guy like that use our daughter in whatever way he wants? That's not who we are.
You're just so judgmental. You don't understand him at all. All you do is look at him in a bad light. You can't see the good in him. You can't see what makes him amazing.
Of course I can't. Come on, Karen. Do you remember the first time I met him? Remember the manners he did in front of me? He would stand there like he was better than me in my own house. He'd walk around shuffling his feet. He didn't greet me with the proper courtesies. He just gives me some weird sup and then walks right on through like he owns the place. This is the first impression I had of him. Do you really think I'm gonna see all these amazing qualities that you propose that he actually has?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with you. I mean, you just keep looking at people at face value. You don't want to dig underneath the surface. You don't want to see if there's actually something cool about him. I mean, you're judging him so harshly. You don't know what type of background he has. You don't know if he had to deal with anything that makes him have the behavior that he has.
Look, regardless of what type of background he may or may not have had, it's irrelevant. I mean, this is the first impression that he's giving to the parents. Surely he could have done a better job than that. You can just tell by his attitude that he doesn't really care. I mean, admit it for yourself, Karen. Did you think the way he behaved himself that day was appropriate?
I think it's just fine. I love the fact that he just lives life his own way. He doesn't care what anyone else thinks about him. It's so sexy and attractive. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but this isn't the type of person I'm gonna let my daughter run around with. If you want to be having boys over my house, you're gonna have to look for a better partner.
Yeah, well, screw you, Dad. You think that's gonna stop me from hanging out with him? And don't worry, I have my ways. I don't need to be here at home for me to have a sucky with him.
Can you not call it that, please? You know how vulgar and inappropriate it is the way that you're speaking right now. Honestly, I'm your father, Karen. This isn't the way you talk to your father. This isn't the way you talk at all, to be honest. But least of all to your father.
Why not? Why do I have to talk to you in any other way? Why are you getting up me for this?
Because it just shows that you have a lack of respect.
Oh, is that what this is about? Do you want to talk about respect, Dad? You're trying to say that I shouldn't be talking this way because I respect you, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, you're wrong about that. The fact of the matter is that I don't respect you, Dad. I don't respect you at all. So, with that being the case, I'm gonna talk to you in any way I please. So how about you just get that through your head?
Okay. You answer me this, Karen. Why don't you respect me? I'm your father. I'm the guy that raised you. I'm the person that put you into a good school. I'm the person that made every decision in your life to benefit you. Do you even understand how hard it is raising a child? No matter how you feel towards your parents, you should be giving them a baseline respect just for the fact that they brought you into this world and they raised you.
Oh my God! Like, who cares? Why does any of that even matter? If you ask me, I probably could have raised myself a lot better than you and Mom could. Are you trying to say that you're doing me a favor by making all my decisions for me? In what way is that doing me a favor? You're just trying to get in the way to jeopardize my life. You're trying to put me on a path, and I don't even want to be on that path. I want to do my own thing. I want to be my own person, and you just keep getting in the way of that. Why? Why would you do this? Why wouldn't you let me be who I want to be?
Because the person that you want to be is absolutely repulsive, Karen. I mean, look at how you've turned out. You're disrespectful to people. You dress in a way that is overly sexualized. You're out there smoking and drinking at such a young age. Can you not see how this is a bad thing? Do you really want me to sit by and just let this happen? Imagine what's going to happen in your future. Imagine how bad things are going to turn out for you.
What do you mean, how bad? My future is going to be fine, Dad. It's going to be fine if you keep your nose out of it.
Is it really now? Is that really what you think? So, you think I should just let you off on your own then, huh? Okay. Well, let me give you a bit of clarification then, Karen. Do you even know what's in store for you in the future if I just let you do whatever the hell you want?
Of course I do. If you give me the space that I actually need, I could be doing whatever the hell I want in my life. I could be in a different country every day of the week. I could be eating food at high-end restaurants. I could be having experiences that people could only dream of. That's all available to me if you just let me be who I want to be. But you know what? No, you're not gonna do that, are you? You're not gonna do that because you're evil. The truth of the matter is that you don't want me to be happy. You want me to suffer. You want me to be like everyone else. That's why you keep putting all these restrictions on me. That's why you didn't let me go to the party tonight.
Okay, I've known you your whole life, Karen, and I have to say, even to this day, you still manage to amaze me. I mean, are you serious right now? Are you seriously thinking that all those things that you just said are gonna happen?
Of course they are. Why don't you believe in your own daughter? You don't believe that I can achieve great things? That I can't create a really good life for myself?
I'm not saying that, Karen. I think you have every possibility of being able to do that type of thing. Honestly, with the type of background you have and the way we've raised you, you could definitely do that. But it all depends on your decisions and your actions. If you keep doing the things that you've been doing lately, there's no way that's gonna happen. You're not gonna be living life to the fullest, enjoying every second of it. You're either gonna end up dead in a ditch or spend the rest of your days hanging around people that just bring you down. Now, let me ask you a question. If I was a good father and I knew that this was gonna happen to you, do you think the right thing to do would be for me to just let you do as you will? Of course not. Of course I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in because I care about you. Which is exactly why I didn't let you go to the party tonight.
You didn't let me go to the party tonight because you were just a jerk. I mean, do you have any idea how important that party is? Everyone else is going to it. Everyone else is there having a good time right now. What about me? I'm the only one that is sitting in my room, locked up like I'm a prisoner, just dreaming about how much fun everyone is having. Like, honestly, can you see how cruel that is, Dad? Can you see how cruel it is that you're not letting me go out there and be with my friends?
It would be cruel for me to just accept that one of my daughters is going to live a life full of misery and pain. Honestly, I know you don't think that I care about you, Karen. I know you think I'm just this cruel old man that wants to keep you away from any fun that exists in life. But all I'm doing is what I can to protect you. I know what happens at these parties. I know what risks you're exposed to.
Oh, really, Dad? You really know what happens at these parties, do you? Someone like you? Someone who's old and just sits in this creaky armchair all day watching the news? You actually think you understand what happens at the parties. Like, oh my god, you are such a joke. You don't get anything at all. You're basically imagining things.
Oh, am I really? You think I don't know what goes on just because I don't go to them? You're sorely mistaken, Karen. I'm kept well informed of what happens in this town. I know about all these parties. I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories of girls getting their drinks spiked and then the guys having their way with them. I've heard about all the fights that tend to happen. I've heard about these stupid stories of kids taking their parents' furniture and burning it in the back of their yards. Honestly, if you go to these parties, all you're gonna be doing is surrounding yourself with a bunch of hooligans and people that are out there to hurt you.
Yeah, right. You think that happens at every party, don't you? You think just because you see a couple of events on the news, that means that every party is this place where people are evil. You don't think, like, I might go to just have fun? To just be with my friends and enjoy ourselves? To be part of the social clique? You continually look at me like I'm some skank, don't you?
That's enough of that. Don't talk about yourself that way. Don't you dare assume that's the way I look at my daughter. I look at you as someone that's still very young and isn't capable of making the right decisions for herself.
Yeah, right. You just love pretending like you care about me, don't you, Dad? You just love acting that way to hide the fact that you're actually out here to make me suffer. Like, think about it. You let my sister Meg do whatever the hell she wants, right? I don't remember you ever giving her trouble when she was in high school.
Well, that's a different story, isn't it? Take a look at your sister Meg and then take a look at you. Meg never made the decisions that you did. You don't think that she was exposed to the exact same things when she was in high school? She had the brains to say no to it. She had the brains to say no to the parties, and she had the brains to reject all those bad boys. You, on the other hand, don't have that processing capability. You need more attention. You need me to be there to help you do the right thing. Unlike Meg, you just open yourself up to anything. You don't think any of it through. You don't think that maybe you're putting yourself at risk. You don't think that maybe you're gonna get yourself hurt. All you can do is think about the amount of fun that you're gonna have. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay for you to think that way. Because luckily for you, you actually have a father that cares. You have a father that's not going to let his daughter do the wrong thing. I'm gonna be there to stop all that.
Yeah, whatever, Dad. Once again, you're pretending to care about me. The truth of the matter is that you prefer Meg over me. She's your favorite in the family, right? She's both yours and Mom's favorite.
Come on, that's a load of nonsense. We don't play favorites in this household. We love our children equally. Don't think I say the things I do just to torment you out of hatred or something. It's all out of love. You're interpreting me stepping in as me not liking you, which is the exact opposite of why I'm doing this.
Don't try and sit there and tell me otherwise, Dad. You prefer Meg over me. It's been that way forever. It's been that way ever since we were kids. You can try and tell me otherwise, but your actions tell me a different story.
What do you mean my actions tell you a different story?
Well, think about it, Dad. Think back to when we were kids. I mean, the whole time you were always praising Meg, right? She would always get the love and attention from you and Mom. You guys just absolutely loved adoring her.
Well, is that such a bad thing? Is it such a bad thing to praise and encourage a daughter for when she does good things?
Well, obviously it isn't. But think about the way you would treat me in comparison to the way you treated her. I mean, to her, you and Mom were always happy and smiling. You two acted like she was a boon to this world. But how did your behavior change when you talked to me? When you and Mom talked to me, it was always with disgust. You guys were always angry with me. You guys always treated me like I was the worst thing to ever happen to you.
That's a lie. I can't believe I'm listening to this nonsense. How you dare think that's how your mother and I thought about you?
Well, it's the truth, Dad. Admit it. You know that yourself, right? You know that you and Mom were angry at me more than you were at her. Don't try and hide it. It's so embarrassingly obvious.
This is a load of nonsense that I'm listening to right now.
Come on. Are you gonna sit there and try and lie to me? Just answer the damn question. Did you or did you not get angry at me more than you did at Meg?
All right, fine. Maybe you're right about that. Maybe you're right that your mother and I got angry at you more. But take a look at the situation, Karen. Are you and Meg the same person?
Of course we're not. I'd hate to be someone like Meg. She's such a goody two-shoes. Even to this day, she acts like she's this angel that everyone should love.
Exactly. You two are different, right? You two both have different personalities. You both behave in a different way. Consequently, your mother and I have to treat you in a different way. We treated Megan the way that we did, and she became successful for it. But unfortunately, if we did the same for you, it wouldn't be that way. We're not going to give you praise and encouragement for your decisions if they're bad. If you want that type of thing from us, you need to make decisions like Meg does. Make decisions that actually benefit your life.
Oh my God! You see what I mean? Listen to the way you talk. Meg, 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 Meg! Wow, she's so amazing, isn't she? I should just be exactly like her. You want me to be an exact clone of her, don't you? You don't want me to have my own beautiful individuality. I need to be perfect, like Meg. God, even just saying her name is making me sick. I hate her so much. I hate how much she thinks she's just the most perfect person in the world.
I don't think that way about your sister at all. I'm not trying to sit here and act like she doesn't have her faults. I mean, she has a lot to work on as well. All I'm trying to say is that for the most part, she's done the right thing. I didn't have many issues with her when I was trying to put her through high school. Then there's you. You and I have an issue every other week.
The only reason why you have an issue with me is that you don't treat me the same way you treat Meg. Just let me go to the damn party, Dad.
Sorry, Karen. It's not gonna happen. I know you want me to just sit here and give up on you, but I'm not gonna do something like that just yet. I still believe that you can change. I still believe you can have an amazing future like Meg.
What do you mean, an amazing future like Meg? What's so great about her?
Well, take a look at how successful she is. Think about it. She just recently graduated from high school, right? She skipped college and went straight to work. They absolutely love having her in the workplace. She's gotten so confident and capable in her own job that they've given her a very high management position. She's earning a lot of money for that. Would you not deem this a success?
Yeah, right. You really think that's successful? That's actually what you want me to be, isn't it, Dad? You want me to be another slave like her. You don't want me to do anything cool with my life.
Okay. Well, let's hear what you have to say then, Karen. Let's hear your great plan that you have for your own life. Are you going to do something different from what she did? Are you going to go to university, perhaps? Or maybe you're going to open up your own business. What exactly is your plan here?
Well, duh. Obviously, I'm not going to do any of that lame stuff. Why would I do something that exerts energy and is stressful? That's the most dumbest thing ever. I'm not like Meg. I'm not okay with just throwing my life away like that. I'm actually going to get the success that I'm after, and I'm going to do it with as minimal effort as possible. It's as simple as that.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that much. It is simple. But is it feasible? Do you actually think something like this could happen?
Oh my God, there you go again. I thought you said that you believe in me. You said that I was capable of doing something like this.
I mean, yes, obviously I think you're capable of success. I think you're capable of this. But in your current state, it's an absolutely ridiculous idea to even think about.
What? What did you just say? Why? Why would you say something like that to me?
Well, think about it. Do you really think you're worthy of getting a guy like that, Karen? Do you think he would be interested in you in the least?
Oh my god. Like, yes. Why wouldn't he be? I'm absolutely fantastic. Don't you know that I'm like the hottest girl in school? I just know that the moment I get out there in the real world, there'll be some hungry guys after me. A lot of rich, hungry guys at that.
All right, well, I'm not going to deny that you are gifted with beauty, but at the same time, it's not going to save you. You can't rely on that forever. The type of people that you want to end up being with don't think that way. Your beauty is not going to account for anything. You got to be able to offer him something else.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I'm just like totally hilarious, aren't I? I could like totally make him laugh and everything.
Okay, maybe you could make him laugh. Fair enough. But what is he going to think about your behavior?
What do you mean, my behavior? My behavior is fine.
It's far from fine. I'm sorry, you're not going to want to hear this, Karen, but you're going to embarrass him. He's going to hate having you around.
What the hell? Why would you say something like that? I wouldn't do anything to embarrass him.
Are you sure about that? I've seen the way you behave. I've seen the way you dress. I mean, you're still a young girl and you dress in a way that's provocative. Do you really think he wants to be seen walking around with someone that presents herself the way that you do?
Well, yeah. I'm a sexy girl, right? I get all the attention. He's gonna love that.
Actually, no. I highly doubt that, to be honest. I don't think he's going to take you seriously at all if that's the way you're gonna dress. And not only that, let's take your appearance out of the mix. Let's just think about the way you act.
There's nothing wrong with the way I act. Stop trying to put me down all the time.
There's a lot of things that are wrong with the way you act, Karen. Your table manners, for one thing. You still eat with your mouth open. It's not exactly attractive, you know.
Oh, wow. Is that all you've got, Dad? Is that the only thing you can pick on me for? You actually think a guy's not going to treat me well just because of the way I eat? That's hilarious. You must be as funny as me.
I'm very serious about this. It's a big issue, even if you don't want to accept it. And let's not just stop at the table manners. Let's think about the way you talk to people. You talk to staff like they are pieces of crap. You always talk down to them and order them around.
Well, yeah. That's their job, isn't it? Their job is to serve me. They're meant to do whatever the hell I ask them to do.
The things that you ask them to do are absolutely absurd. I mean, one time you actually asked the staff to cut your steak for you. Can you see how ridiculous that is? That's not part of his job. That's not what he's meant to do.
Yeah, well, if you've got an amazing customer like me, that's exactly what you're gonna do. I mean, I'm basically the queen at this point. Have you seen how beautiful I am? That's how people should be treating me.
And it's that type of arrogant attitude that's going to repel the type of person that you're after. Look, I think it's amazing that you want to find a good, decent man that's going to take care of you. But you have to make sure you're the package as well, Karen. You can still get there. You're still young. But you need to reverse all this bad behavior that you've ingrained into yourself. You need to stop presenting yourself in a sexual manner. And you need to start treating people better. If you want to do any of that, you need to listen to me.
Yeah, right. Why should I listen to you? Let's face it, Dad. Are you the type of guy that I'm chasing after? Are you a rich guy that was able to take care of Mom? No, you're not. You're just some lowly corporate worker. You're just like my stupid sister, Meg. I mean, sure, fair enough. She's in a high position or whatever. But do you think she's gonna earn any more money than that? Of course not. She's just gonna end up like you, doing the same job for years on end, being absolutely disgusted with the way she lives her own life. You've got nothing to teach me, Dad. The only thing that you can teach me is to be exactly like you. So, you know what? Thanks for the advice, but I'm throwing it in the rubbish bin. As my first step into getting that type of guy, I'm gonna go to that party tonight. If you were a loving and caring father, like you're always trying to say you are, You let me out of this room.
It's not happening, Karen. I'm not gonna let you go to that party and have what happened last time happen a second time. I'm not gonna be carrying my daughter's body into my car at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Stop being so mean! Just let me out right now!
This isn't up for discussion. You're staying in that room tonight.
Let me out of this room or else I'm gonna start getting really angry. Dad, do you want me to get angry? You and I both know what happens when I get angry.
You can get angry as much as you want. I'm doing what's best for you. Bill, where the hell are you right now? What am I looking at? I go on a business trip for a week and something like this happens? I need you to message me back right now. What exactly are you doing? Look, I've had a really rough night, Linda. I know the place looks absolutely hideous, but just grant me this one thing. I'm not feeling good. Screw how you feel about this. I need you to talk about what happened. Where are you right now? What are you doing? I'm just having a coffee. It's too early for me to start drinking, so I'm getting the second best option, I guess. What are you talking about? You never drink! Are you actually telling me that something happened that was so bad that you would start drinking? That's exactly what happened. I get the feeling this has something to do with our daughter. You're not wrong about that. Let me just say it, Linda. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that you had to come see this. I was planning to clean up everything before you came home. In fact, I thought you were coming in much later. I didn't know you were coming in the morning. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd give you all a surprise. I mean, yes, I did tell you that I was gonna call this afternoon, but in reality, I was gonna come in the morning and surprise you with all the souvenirs I got. Little did I think that I would come home and see what I did. So, you took a good look at what was out there, did you? It's a pretty sad sight, isn't it? It is. Really. I mean, what the hell happened? I was in the cab on the way home, just brimming with excitement. I mean, it's been a whole month, right? I really hate these business trips that I have to do every now and then. I miss my family. There's no amount of video calls and texting that can make up for just being there in the flesh. I couldn't stop myself from smiling just thinking about seeing you guys again. And then the car starts to pull up onto our driveway and I see something that was able to stop me from smiling. I see a half-broken chair on our lawn and glass littered all about it. I also see a massive hole in our daughter's window. How long has it been like this? Don't tell me you've been leaving it like this for a whole week. Oh, what? Are you serious right now? A whole week? God, no. Of course I would have had it cleaned up by then. Look, this happened last night. Happened quite late at night, too. I didn't exactly want to be out there picking up glass in the middle of the night, right? It happened last night? What happened last night? Did Karen get angry or something? She sure did. I'm not even sure if the word angry is enough to describe it. I mean, she went absolutely ballistic yesterday. I had no idea she was capable of that. I mean, I always knew she was violent. She's always had a history of that. But to go to the extent that she did yesterday. I mean, think about it, Linda. Look at what she's done. She actually threw a chair through the window. Can you believe that? You would think that we gave birth to a boy instead of a girl, honestly. You gotta be joking right now. She actually threw that chair through the window? This is crazy. What did she get so angry about to do something like that in the first place? It's the most stupid thing in the world. All of this was over a little party. A party? Yeah, that's right. You know what happened last time she went to one, right? I've never seen our daughter in that state before. She was passed out on the lawn of where that party was held in the most obscene state. I mean, everyone could see what she was wearing underneath that skirt. Not only that, but in that state, she was puking like she was a fountain. I carried her body into my car and took her home. It was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. Even some of the people at work commented and said that there were photos of her on social media. They were so worried they were questioning whether I was doing a proper job as a father. That was a really rough time back then, wasn't it? I remember telling myself that I didn't want something like that to happen again. Yeah, and you know what? Me too. But who knows what happened yesterday? Probably something even worse happened.
So she actually went to that party, did she?
Well, it's quite obvious she did, right? I mean, look. I took the bars off her door, so you should be able to walk into her room and see what state she's put it in. It's quite horrific.
So you're trying to say that you barred that door?
Of course I did. Her and I were arguing for hours about why she shouldn't be going to that party. The argument continued through text, and when I finally laid down the last straw and told her it wasn't happening and I wasn't going to continue arguing about it, she started going ballistic in there. I was listening to it for hours. Her screeching and banging on that door. Her throwing things around the room. I heard glass shatter. I heard things breaking, and lastly, I heard a very piercing crash of a chair going through a window and a thud outside. I'm assuming she got sick of throwing that chair against the door. Realizing it wouldn't open, she decided to throw it out the window instead.
I see. So she threw that chair through the window and she escaped from there, didn't she?
She sure did. I tried to chase after her and stop her. I thought there was no way she could get to the party, but it turns out that she had someone outside the whole time. All she had to do was get to them. She dashed into that car and they sped off. I have no idea where they went.
Are you kidding me right now, Bill? Do you think that's good enough? This is our daughter that we're talking about. You should have chased after her. You should have found out what was going on and put a stop to it.
I know. I hear where you're coming from. You don't think I didn't think about that myself? Honestly, I've been thinking about it all morning. I should have done something, shouldn't I? But at the same time, I just couldn't help but feel helpless. Like, how long is this going to continue, Linda? How long are we going to continue picking up the pieces after our daughter trying to change her? I feel like everything we're doing is useless.
Don't talk about her that way. Do you understand how you sound right now? It's almost as if you're giving up.
Well, I am quite close to giving up. I mean, this has been going on for years now. We've always tried to make our daughter do the right thing, and it hasn't been working. She's a teenager now, and soon enough she's gonna be an adult. Don't you think we should just pack it in and just accept that she's done for? Doesn't that thought ever cross your mind?
No, it doesn't. I never think in that way because I actually care about our daughter. I don't want to give up on her like you do.
I'm not saying that I want to give up, Linda. I love our daughter just as much as you, but take a look at our situation. Between you and me, I'm the one that has to spend the most time with her, right? You're very busy doing your job, so it doesn't give you much time to be with her. I'm the one that has to always be with her. Unfortunately, the more and more time I spend with her, the more I just feel like it's futile. She keeps rebelling against me. She keeps calling me a jerk and a loser and every other name in the book. She's not like Meg. She's not like Meg in the slightest, and honestly, I don't really know what to do at this point. Especially with that violent behavior of hers.
You're not wrong about that. I mean, this isn't the first time that something like this has happened, right? I guess we should have expected her to put a chair through the window. Look at all the other things that she's done in the past.
You're talking about all those times she put a hole in the wall instead?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It takes a long time to repair that wall. And even when we do repair it, it doesn't look the same as it used to. Her anger issues are a really big issue. Honestly, I'm not really sure how she's gonna make it out there in life.
Do you know that she actually said that she wants to find a rich and powerful guy that she wants to be with? That's her version of success.
Are you kidding me right now? Someone like our daughter being with someone like that. Trust me, if she doesn't know how to keep those anger issues at bay, he's gonna kick her out of his house within a week.
I know, right? Think about all the time she got angry with Meg. There was more than one occasion where she pulled out my old baseball bat and started chasing her around the house with it. She's quite honestly out of control.
Karen. What are we going to do about you?
Exactly. What are we going to do about her? There's nothing that we can do, really. She's almost an adult and we've done everything. We've tried to discipline her. We tried to put her through counseling. We tried to have talks with the school. We tried to even put her into a decent school that was better than the school that Meg went to, and she still got kicked out of it. Honestly, Linda, I'm at a loss here.
Well, I don't like it when you speak that way because I want you to be able to come up with a solution. Who cares if it's as dire as it is?
Who cares if our daughter has been making the wrong decisions? It's not too late. She's still relatively young. There's still a chance that things could change. I don't know. I just don't share your optimism, Linda. I mean, I can keep bruising on and try to do something about this, but I'm not really doing it with a lot of confidence. I honestly feel like this is a lost cause. Well, you have to stop that right now. It's because you have that in the back of your mind that she will be. I want you to fight for our daughter, Bill. I want you to make sure that she turns out to be a decent human being. Yeah, right. I wonder what's going to happen to make her turn into that. Do you know that she absolutely detests everything that Meg does? She hates everything from her personality to the work that she does. She uses Meg as an example for why she shouldn't be doing the chores. She says that if she started doing the dishes and cleaning up her own room, that's only teaching her to be a slave in the future. She wants to be the type of person that has people to do that for her, not be the person that does it. That's her justification. Like, think about it. If she's gonna have that attitude, who the hell is gonna stay with her? You're not wrong about that. There's a lot of work to be done with our daughter. So, she's been out all night and you haven't seen her since, right? Exactly. I don't even know where she's had that party. Okay, well, look. I get it. You had a rough night. If I was in your shoes, I'd probably be feeling the same way you do. You continue having that coffee and just get yourself emotionally adjusted, okay? I'm gonna go find our daughter. I'm gonna put extra effort into trying to make her into a good person. Okay, well, don't stress yourself out though, Linda. Let's just do what we can for her. In my opinion, we should be encouraging our other daughter a lot more. I feel like when we do something like that, it actually goes somewhere. Don't worry, just because I'm adding extra attention to Karen doesn't mean that I'm neglecting our daughter, Meg. I'm gonna be supporting them equally, just like you should be. Right now, I have to go look for her. I can't believe this, Karen. I honestly can't. This whole time you've kept us in the dark. You've been coming home late at night. You barely do anything at home. You just sit in your room all day doing God knows what. For the past couple of years, we've been trying to urge you to do something with your life. Trying to make you do something that's going to benefit you. Go to university or start a job. Just do something. Something other than sitting around all day doing nothing. And what do I find? This whole time that you've been away from home, you've actually been going on dates with some guy. Couldn't you have the courtesy to at least tell us what was going on?
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything. I'm sick of you always trying to be involved in my life. Like, think about it, Dad. I've already graduated from high school and you're still trying to butt yourself in. You're still trying to tell me what to do. Can you see how annoying that is?
The only reason that we've been doing that is that you still haven't given us the assurance that you're doing something with your life. I mean, you've been secretive this whole time, right? You also have a history of doing the wrong thing. Now look, I'm gonna be honest with you right now and say that things could have been better. I honestly thought that after you finished high school, you were gonna get caught up with the wrong crowd. When you were in high school, all you were doing was drinking and smoking. But maybe you were gonna move on to something worse than that. Maybe the parties you were going to were gonna be a bit more dangerous. I mean, I know what it's like to be an adult. I know the temptations. I know the type of people that are out there. I was extremely worried that you were gonna get exposed to that. Despite all that, you've been quite tame.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, don't you think that's good enough evidence that I should be able to handle myself? You don't need to be telling me what to do 24/7, Dad. I'm taking care of myself, so you can just worry about your own life. Go back to sitting in that chair and watching news all day.
Well, hang on a minute. Be that as it may, this is something that we really need to talk about. I mean, you actually have a boyfriend. You actually have someone that you're dating now, right? Why don't you introduce them to us?
Why do you think? Think about what happened last time. You've always hated the type of guys I hang around with, right? You're always there criticizing them. The moment I introduce them to you, you will put him down for the whole night. Of course I'm not gonna do that. My only choice is to be dating him in secret.
Okay, while I understand that's how you feel about it currently, I can't help but just disagree with you on that. I mean, I'm only gonna criticize them if they're not the type of person that I think is right for you. And let me tell you right now, it's not that I have a high standard or anything. The caliber of guys you tend to hang around with is questionable, to say the least. I think the person that you were with today was quite different.
What do you mean he was quite different? Are you trying to say that you would have treated him differently?
Well, yeah, potentially. I mean, look, I was really sad to come across him in the way that I did today. I mean, you know what type of man I am, right? I don't really like shopping that much, but today I just felt like going to the mall. Little did I think I would be walking past a cafe where you were on a date with a man. I must say, you were acting quite differently when you were around him. I've never seen you smile like that before. I honestly didn't think it was you. I had to do a double take.
Yeah, whatever, Dad. You should have just stayed away. I didn't want you to come up and embarrass us.
But what was so embarrassing about that? Is it so weird for a dad to say hello to his daughter? Especially after he hasn't seen her in a couple of days.
Well, yeah, I'm on a date, right? I'm busy. I'm preoccupied with something. I don't want you disturbing us.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not like I lingered there for long. I quickly got the message that you wanted me to go away. And I did, as soon as I realized. Are you trying to say that I sabotaged your day or something?
Well, yeah, I kinda didn't want him to know that you were my dad. Like, I was really hoping I could keep this a secret. And now both of you know. He's seen you and you've seen him. This is just the absolute worst.
Why is this such a bad thing, though? Were you expecting to just date each other in secret forever?
Something like that, maybe. If I could have gotten away with it, I would have. I definitely didn't want you to find out this early.
You guys only recently started seeing each other then, I'm guessing.
No, it's been a couple of years, actually.
A couple of years? And you're telling me that you didn't want me to find out this early? Just when were you planning to tell me in the first place?
Look, I don't know, but definitely not now. I hate the fact that you guys know each other.
Why? This is a good thing, don't you think?
This is far from a good thing. I didn't want you to know about it because I know how critical you are of the guys I date. I know how much you like to analyze them, and I didn't want him to find out because I know you're gonna screw everything up.
What do you mean I'm gonna screw everything up? I'm not gonna intervene or anything. I just wanted to know who it was.
Yeah, well, even if you don't intentionally screw up, I know you're gonna screw up, Dad. This is you, after all. Just you and your character are gonna be the reason why we break up. I can just tell.
This is sounding so bizarre to me. I can't even imagine in what ways I would be the one that forces you guys to break up.
Trust me, you would find a way.
Anyway, you have to tell me about this guy. I'm really interested.
Why? Why should I tell you anything?
What do you mean, why should you tell me anything? Did you forget who I am? I'm your father. I'm supposed to know these types of things.
Yeah, well, I'd really rather you didn't, to be honest. Like I said, you're gonna meddle into things.
Come on, I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'm not gonna sabotage you guys. And you know what? I'm not gonna analyze him either. I could tell just from looking at him that he was something different. Not like the guys you've hung around with before. What's going on right now? Karen, this isn't like you.
What do you mean this isn't like me?
Well, he actually seems like he has his head on straight. I mean, he was dressed normally, he was talking in a normal manner. He was incredibly average in every sense of the word. It's not really the type you usually go for, right? Usually I've seen you with a bunch of dropouts and scumbags.
Hey, don't you dare call them that! There were some good men there.
I'm not really sure what to say about that. Didn't one of your ex-boyfriends get arrested for stealing a truck of Snicker bars or something?
Oh my god. Like, come on, Dad. That was one guy. You can't judge my whole dating history based on that one event.
Yeah, okay. I've got a million other stories if you really want me to list them out for you. I think you and I both know that the people you've dated so far are far from what you would call acceptable.
Yeah, well, like, so what? I don't care. Do you think I should be ashamed of that or something? Why do you want to talk about it all the time?
Well, I'm curious because the guy you're with today is so different. What's going on here? How did you guys meet? I want to have every detail.
You really aren't gonna let this off, are you? You're gonna nag me forever about it?
I sure am. I mean, you're living under my roof, right? You didn't want to get out there into the big bad world and actually pay rent for yourself and cook your own dinners. If you want to continue enjoying the pleasures that come with living in our home, you better tell me who this guy is. As one of our residents and as our daughter.
Oh my god, Dad. You're just so pushy. Fine, I'll tell you a little bit about him if it's that big of a deal for you. What do you want to know about him anyway?
Well, for starters, why would you go after a guy like this? What happened to all those other guys you dated? You're not interested in those types of guys anymore?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I used to when I was in high school, but now I want something else. I want someone that's actually doing somewhat well for themselves.
Okay, fair enough. And you're trying to say that this new guy is?
Well, yeah. I mean, he owns his own businesses and everything. He's not doing too bad. I haven't seen the digits in his bank account, but his card definitely says a lot about him.
I see. So it looks like you actually got yourself a pretty decent catch then, huh? He is also really young. I wonder how wealthy he is.
Well, for someone of his age, I would say he's quite wealthy. Apparently, he's been going overseas for holidays every month.
Wow. That's pretty extreme, don't you think? For someone of his age, he must be doing very successful.
Yeah, something like that. I'm assuming that he has a crap ton of money to be able to do things like that. That's why I'm interested in him in the first place. If he wasn't like that, I wouldn't be sticking around for the second date. I mean, it's like you said. I like those rough and really wild boys, but this guy is a goody two-shoes. But then again, if he owns money, then what choice do I have? I guess he's the best option that I can get.
Well, I think it's about time you grew up and actually got with someone that has their head on straight. I mean, I'm only making assumptions here, but I think he's a really good person. I'd love to meet him at some point.
Oh my god! No way, Dad. There's no way I'm gonna introduce you to him.
Come on. You don't seriously think I'm gonna stuff this up, right? I mean, look, let me just say one thing, Karen. I might not have gotten along with you, and I might not have gotten along with your friends. I definitely didn't get along with your past boyfriends. But one thing I can say for certain, if there's an actual normal person out there, I can definitely get along with them.
Okay. And then what's gonna happen? My boyfriend's gonna hang out with my dad. He's probably gonna like you more than he likes me. That's just the absolute worst. There's no way I'd let that happen.
Come on, I'm sure nothing like that's gonna happen. It's not like I'm gonna be seeing him every week.
Well, how much do you expect to be meeting him then?
I'm not sure. Maybe once a month or something?
Once a month? That's insane. There's no way I can introduce you to him.
Come on, don't be like that, Karen. Think about how I feel about something like this happening. I've been trying to get you to do the right thing for ages now. For your whole life, I was trying to make you make the right decision. I wanted you to make the right decisions in school, and I wanted you to make the right decisions in your social life. There hasn't been one time where I've approved of your boyfriend, and this is the first time that I actually do. The least you could do is actually let me meet him.
No, sorry, Dad. There's no way I'm doing that. There's way too much on the line. It's already progressed so much that I can't have you stuff it up now. Everything I've worked for would have been for nothing.
What are you working for exactly?
He and I are going to be moving in together next week.
Huh? What did you just say? You're gonna be moving together next week. How the hell could you do something that quickly without consulting me?
Why? Am I still 15? Are you still the boss of me?
No, obviously, I wasn't saying that.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then let me be an adult and make my own decisions. I don't need to have your approval for everything.
Okay, fair enough. You have a point there. But at the same time, this is a little bit quick, don't you think? I mean, you could have given me a heads up or something.
Yeah, whatever. Give you a heads up and then you actually screw everything over for me? I mean, don't forget that I know exactly how you operate. I know the only reason that you got me in that house for as long as you could was so that you can torture me mentally. Who knows what you would have done if I told you any earlier? You would have so much time that you would actually find out where he lives and whatnot. You would try and plant poisonous ideas in his head.
What do you mean, poisonous ideas?
I don't know. Maybe you would say some really embarrassing and horrible things about me. Things that would affect my relationship. Things about our past.
Well, I'm not really sure about that. I would definitely not want to screw this up if he's actually a decent guy. Then again, your past is pretty questionable. Does he even know about your past?
Of course he doesn't. I'm not telling him anything. Do you really think he's gonna be attracted to me if he knows all the crazy things I did when I was in high school?
I was going to say, I thought he wouldn't have known that. I mean, I gotta be honest, honey. If he's the type of guy that I'm imagining he is, then he's gonna want a girl with her head on straight.
Okay, so what are you trying to say? That I'm not that type of girl? You trying to say that I'm not the type of girl that he would go after?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Karen. You are the exact opposite of the type of girl he would like.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Look, honey, don't take it too personally, but your history says everything. I mean, you threw a damn chair through the window. Imagine if you had to wear that on a t-shirt for everyone to know. Imagine if every guy you met knew that you did something like that. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna drastically reduce the amount of people that are gonna want to date you.
Dad, you're just totally over-exaggerating what happened. It's not as bad as you're making it out to be.
What do you mean? I'm not even exaggerating. I'm just saying what's happened. Are you going to deny that you threw a chair through the window?
Okay, look. I'm not gonna deny it, but, you don't have to make it sound so bad.
Can I make it sound any better than the way I'm already saying it?
Okay, fine. Look, maybe you have a point, but that was just one occasion. It was just one bad event. It's not like it was happening all the time, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just blow it off as one bad event, right? Let's just ignore all the numerous times that you put holes into the wall.
Oh my god. It was just, not as much as you're making it out to be. It was only a couple of times.
And you know what? There was also that time where you punctured my tires, preventing me from going to work all because I told you to go to school.
Well, yeah. Actually, if you think about it, maybe I was justified in my actions then.
In what way were you justified? Where was the logic in what you did? Look, Aaron, here's the thing. I think you and I both know that you've really struck out lucky this time. I mean, statistically, something like this would never happen. It's only a matter of time before this guy gets really, really sick of you. At the moment, it's just a waiting game until he actually decides to break up with you the moment you slip up once. The moment you show even a hint of the type of girl that you truly are, you're gonna lose him. I can tell you that much.
Oh my god! Come on, Dad! Can you just, stop making it sound more dramatic than it actually is? I'm actually thinking that if he starts to know me a little bit, he might actually like me more.
No, trust me, that's the worst thing that you can do. Don't you dare show him anything. I don't know what sort of fake persona you've been putting on for him, but you have to keep that up for as long as you can. I'm telling you right now, your true self is only going to attract the bad people in life. The fact that you have a good one means you gotta do whatever you can to keep it.
Dad, can you just, stop worrying about this? I've got everything under control. I'm doing fine.
Are you really, though? I can't help but be worried about this. I really want you to keep this person if he's a good guy.
Come on, Dad. Just quit worrying already. Anyway, he and I are going to go back to his place. Don't message us throughout the night. Let me do my thing.
I'm not really sure what your thing is, but I'll let you get to it. Just remember what I said. Don't show anything about your true self. Oh, and keep that anger in check, too. Hey, Bill. I just wanted to say thanks again for coming over and fixing up that bike for me. I'll be honest, I'm very good at what I do when it comes to growing my businesses and making a lot of money. But when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm like a penguin walking around a savanna. You really did me a solid there. Now I can go out and ride my bike with my cycling team. No worries, Chris. You're the one that's been taking care of my daughter for the past year. I have a lot to thank you for, so something as little as this is nothing. Is it really that little, though? You spent a lot of time on that thing, didn't you? I mean, you gave it a full service, fully replaced all the old and worn-down parts, and gave it a nice old clean. I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of other things to do with your day, and you decided to waste it on me. Hey, spending time with a man that's been putting my daughter on the right tracks isn't wasted time. This is my way of repaying you back for every day that you spent with her. Are you serious right now? All I've done is be her boyfriend, and you're saying that's enough for the amount of work that you did today? It's more than enough. Think about how much you've changed her. I mean, honestly, I've been having difficulties with Karen her whole life. Oh, really now? I wonder what type of difficulties you would have been having. Look, Chris, you don't want to know. Actually, I'm afraid to tell you, but let's just say that she's been a problem child for a long time now. I've been trying to get her to do the right thing. I've been trying to get her to see the importance of taking care of her place, finding a job, and finding some sort of passion. I mean, I'll be honest, she's not exactly perfect right now. She's definitely a work in progress, but the things you've done with her are absolutely outstanding. When I came over to the house today, I noticed that she was toiling away at keeping the place in order. She was doing the laundry, she was cleaning up, and she was dusting off the shelves. I mean, this is the type of behavior that I've been wanting her to show around our house. I wanted her to appreciate the home, and she hasn't done it once. Then here I am, watching her do it diligently without complaining. There was no bad attitude about her at all. Honestly, I was starting to doubt my eyes. I had to call out her name just to make sure it was her. Oh, really now? I thought it was weird when you did that. You just called out to her and you didn't ask her for anything. She was really confused. Well, hey, I was confused at watching her do all of that. It was really weird for me to see. And you know what? It's not just the housework that you've got her on. You got her to do some sort of part-time job, right? Yeah, I did. I've got a lot of different businesses, and one of them is a babysitting service. I got her to be one of the babysitters. Wow, I can't believe it. That's the actual job that you've given her? She's looking after children? My daughter. How's she doing it? She's not creating any issues, is she? No, not really. I get a lot of really good comments about her. They say that the kids have a blast. She's one of their favorites. A lot of the parents say that they want her to look after them all the time, but I tell them that I only want her to do it to the point where she feels comfortable. I don't want her to get tired or anything. It doesn't have to be a real job. This is just unbelievable. Who are you and what have you done to my daughter? I want to know the secret. How could something like this happen? Yeah, well, look, I'm not really sure what to tell you. It just is what it is. We spent a lot of time with each other and we really understand where each other's heads are at. She knows the way I like things to operate and I understand the way she feels. Because of that, we got a mix that works for us. We've worked out a lifestyle that's really beneficial. This is just unbelievable. You're a really good guy, Chris. Almost too good. I'm wondering if my daughter even deserves to be with someone like you. Are you trying to tell me that you guys didn't have any problems at all? Like, nothing happens that bothers you? Well, look. If I'm being honest, I noticed a lot of things at the start of our relationship. So you did, huh? At the start, though. That's interesting. What type of things did you see? Well, look, I noticed that the way your daughter likes to dress, it was incredibly revealing. I mean, we were going on a very simple date to a cafe. It wasn't anything exciting. It was just the time for us to get to know each other. Despite that, she was wearing clothing that would show as much skin as possible. It was almost to the extent that it could have been illegal. Are you serious right now? Was it really that bad? I wonder what she wore. I know she's had some horrible items in the past, but from what you're saying, this must have been pretty bad. Oh, it was bad, all right. But hey, it wasn't as bad as compared to how she was behaving on that date. I mean, she was constantly texting on her phone, laughing. Hold on. I don't even know if I could call it laughing. She was cackling. Cackling? I think I know what you're talking about. I thought you would know. It was pretty horrible, to be honest. She was laughing at all the photos she had of her friends. All of them were on some sort of substance. They were behaving in very peculiar ways. It wasn't something that I found very amusing. There was that, and all of her conversations were alluding to some sort of sexual innuendo. It wasn't really the sexy, flirty type either. It was just blatant and really unladylike, if I'm being honest. Oh my god. I can't believe this. So this is actually the way she was behaving, was it? I told her that that type of thing wasn't going to be attractive to the right person. But hang on a minute. This is making me really curious now. If you're having all these issues on the first couple of dates, then why? Why would you pursue her? Wouldn't that be the biggest turnoff at all? Wouldn't you see everything as a big red flag telling you to run away as soon as possible? Well, you're not wrong about that. My instincts told me to do so. I mean, just at the first sight of her, I felt like standing up and leaving. But then again, it was kind of interesting for me. I never had this experience before. I've never seen someone just so blatantly not for me. I wasn't really sure what to do. There's a part of me that said that maybe I should continue on, just to see where it goes. See what happens. I have to say, you're a very brave soul. If I was a younger man, I wouldn't do anything like that with someone like my daughter. Well, hey, I was taking a big risk. It's not something I've done before. Over time, I decided that I wanted to do what I could to change this person. Like, sure, I could probably find someone that was on my level, someone that was perfect for me. The ideal partner. I would have a really decent relationship with them, but what if I could make this person into someone better? What if I could actually do something to change their life? That's kind of my mindset to everything. I want to help people that are suffering out there. I mean, sure, it's not like your daughter was starving or anything. It's not like she came from a bad home. But with her personality like that, she wouldn't have gone far. Well, I'm glad someone else besides myself has realized that. So you decided that you wanted to change her, huh? Well, I gotta say, you've been doing a really good job. She's a completely different person now. I'm really happy about the person that she is. Now all that's left is for her to start talking to her parents a little bit more. Oh, I see. So she hasn't been talking to you guys yet, huh? Not yet, I'm afraid. I mean, it's great that she's doing all of these things, but when she talks to me and her mother, she still has that same antagonistic attitude that she did when she was a teenager. In terms of her personality and the way she talks to us, nothing has changed. Oh, that's really interesting to hear about. I'm really sorry. I thought that would be a byproduct of everything I've worked towards so far. I wonder what I can do to change that. Well, look, you've already done enough. I don't want to ask you too much. But you know what? I really enjoyed talking with you, Chris. It's amazing to see how hard you've been working ever since you graduated from high school. You put up with so much pain and toil just to make a name for yourself and put yourself out there. It's something that I admire. I don't know about you, but I would love to have moments like today with you more often. Thank you, Bill. It's really nice to hear something like that from you. I was thinking the same thing, exactly. I can see that you're a very good person, and while I had some doubts about your daughter, I have nothing when it comes to you. You're exactly what I would want in a father-in-law. Hold on a second. A father-in-law? That's a weird thing to say. Let's not get too excited here. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought it would be okay for me to make an assumption like that. I thought you would be fine with me marrying your daughter. Hey, I'm all for it. But let's actually make some plans before we start throwing those terms around. This is a really big surprise for me. Are you actually that keen on marrying my daughter? I sure am. I mean, look, it's only been a couple of years ever since her and I got together. But look at how much she's progressed in that time. I have every confidence that if we get married and we fully close the deal, that she could get even better than that. This is something I've been thinking about for a while now. I've been really thinking about proposing to her. Oh, hold on. That's if it's okay with you, of course. I know I don't really need to, but I am the type of guy that likes to get the permission of the father first. From what my dad told me, that's what he did with Mom, and it's exactly what I want to do with my wife, too. What do you say? What do you mean, what do I say? Could the answer be anything but yes? Of course you can do that, Chris. By all means, propose to her right now if you want. I've got nothing against you sealing the deal. Wow, so you really are for it then, aren't you? That makes me really happy to hear. Of course, I'd be happy to have you join our family. Awesome. But can I just ask you a question before we get into this? Sure. Anything you want. You're telling me that she's got a history, right? That she used to be a really bad person? Is this anything I should be worried about? Well, look, I don't really know if I want to tell you. I mean, you have every right to know, and I don't want to be hiding anything from you. But I'm really scared about this. I think it's a really good decision that you're going to be marrying her. I'd hate to dissuade you. Well, look, like I said before, I have every confidence that she's going to be a better person. But if there's anything about her personality, I want to keep it at the back of my mind when I'm going through with this. I don't want to be in for any surprises, you know? I want to be prepared for it. Okay. I guess that's the right way to think about it. Well, if you really want to know, she's actually quite a violent person. Well, at least she used to be violent. Are you serious? I knew she was bad, but I didn't actually think she was violent. In what ways was she violent? Well, look. She had a lot of disagreements in our family. She was constantly jealous of her older sister, Meg. I didn't know she had a sister. I'm not surprised that she didn't talk about her. Megan's entirely different from Karen. At least, the old Karen. The moment that Meg graduated high school, she wanted to get to work and earn money as fast as she possibly could. She's doing a lot of great things now. In fact, I think she just got another promotion the other day. I see. So what does this Meg have to do with anything? Well, maybe her mother and I did this inadvertently, but Karen was under the impression that we loved Meg more than her. Karen constantly felt underappreciated and she lashed out because of that. She decided that if she wasn't getting the attention by being a good girl like Meg, she would go to the exact opposite. She would start being a horrible girl. I see. So what are the types of things she did? Oh, where do I even start? Look, I don't want to go too much into the details, but there were times where she put holes into the wall. She actually punched them in. No way. I can't believe she would do something like that. Are you actually trying to say that she punched holes into a wall? She just doesn't look like the type. I know she might appear otherwise just because she's a girl, but don't be fooled. My little Karen is strong. And not only that, she's got a lot of courage. There's been more than one time that she's actually lashed out against me and her other family members. That's unbelievable. I can't even imagine it. I mean, just today, I was having a really friendly and funny chat with Karen. When I remember the face that she would give me today, there's just no way I could imagine her doing something like that. I know. This is what I mean. She's a totally different person now. But you know what? I don't want to worry you too much about this type of thing, Chris. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be fine from this point on. It seems like you've got her under control and she's really happy with being with you. Everything's working out exactly as it should. I just want you to keep doing what you've done so far, and look, if you don't want to marry her, that's fine. If I was a guy with the right head on my shoulders, I probably wouldn't do that either. No, I still want to go through with my decision. I still want to marry her. Are you serious? Is that really what you want to do, though? Look, I'm not forcing you or anything. I can understand. There's plenty of other good girls out there. No, I want you to stop that right now, Bill. I know what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to think of what's best for me, but you're not really understanding what's best for me. My parents raised me to do what's right. They raised me to be the best version of myself. But more importantly than that, they raised me to help and care for people. I care about your daughter, Karen. I care about her growth and her becoming a good person. I don't care if she's had that past. It's irrelevant to me now. I really care about her future and what she's going to become. That's all I can think about. You really are a good guy, aren't you, Chris? She really struck the lottery with this one. But you know what? I would love to keep bonding with you further, Chris. How about you and I meet every now and then? If you're actually going to get married to my daughter, rapport between the father-in-law and son is really important, right? You're not wrong about that. Let's do that then. I think that's a great idea.
I can't believe this! Why? Why did this happen to me? I thought everything was gonna go my way. I had no idea something like this would happen. Now look at the state that I'm in. Everything's just going wrong.
Is that you, Karen? What's going on? You seem to be in a state.
Of course I'm in a state! Do you have any idea what just happened? Do you have any idea what I just found out? This is the absolute worst, Dad! I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm actually stuck in this now!
What are you stuck in? If there's a problem, maybe you should talk to Chris about it.
No, that's exactly the last person I want to talk about this with. In fact, you're the second last person I want to talk about this with, but I don't think I really have a choice.
What's going on? What's the matter?
Here's the thing, Dad. I'm pregnant.
Oh my god, that's great! You're pregnant! That means you and Chris are gonna have a baby, right? Isn't this amazing? You're having a family with a good and decent man.
Yeah, but I'm going to be a mom! This is the worst!
Is it really that bad? You do that babysitting job. Chris says you're everyone's favorite. You're good with kids.
Do you think I actually enjoy that job? Don't be stupid! I'm only doing that because Chris wants me to. I'm a good actor when I need to be, but I hate kids!
What?
This is the worst. I can't believe this is happening.
Are you trying to say that this is bad news or something?
Of course this is bad news. If I have a baby with Chris, that means I have to stay with him, right? He's the dad. That means I'm chained to him for the rest of my life. I didn't want this to happen. I wasn't expecting this at all.
But what do you mean? I feel like this would be exactly what you would want. You don't want to spend the rest of your life with Chris?
God, no. Do you know how boring that guy is? Do you know the type of life I have to live when I'm with him? Just thinking about it is making me snore.
I didn't think you had a problem with it. I thought you were enjoying yourself. I mean, I was there a couple of weeks ago, right? You didn't seem like you had a problem with it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like I had a problem with it because I'm trying to stay with this guy. I'm trying to use him for all the money that he has. But you didn't actually think I was gonna stay with him forever, did you?
In all honesty, I did, to be honest, Karen. He seemed like a really good candidate. Someone that you were keen on.
Yeah, okay, maybe at first, but eventually I'm gonna have to level up, right? I mean, this is me we're talking about. I deserve the best of the best.
You don't think that Chris is the best?
Of course not. I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely not up there. I want someone that actually hires maids and stuff to do the housework. I don't want to be the one that's doing it. I want someone that has 20 different good cars, not just one good one. I mean, Chris was good and I had my fun, but I wanted to move on.
Wow. I can't believe this. So everything you've been doing up until this point has just been an act, has it? You haven't changed out of your own free will. You just wanted to do what you could to keep Chris around.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to do. But now look at me. Now I've actually got a baby with him. I don't have a choice but to stick around.
Well, I don't really know what to tell you, honey. I think this is really good news, to be honest. You might not be happy with Chris, but you really struck gold here. I don't think any other guy would have done what he's done and stayed with you. You have these delusions that you're going to get a better guy, but you're better off just forgetting about that. Chris is the only good option that you have available, so just stick with it.
Oh, how about you just shut up, Dad? You don't know anything. You underestimated me before and you're underestimating me again. You know, I thought for once in your life you would actually listen to me, now that I've had a tragedy happen. But look at you. You're actually speaking against me.
Come on, honey. I'm just being realistic.
No, you're just being negative. I don't want to talk to you now. Bye. Don't you ever message me again.
Hey, Chris. How are you? It's Bill. It's been a while since you and I have talked. Well, it's been quite a while, actually. I've been trying to send you messages to get through to you, but you haven't been responding to me. I know that my daughter would have told you the big news. I mean, you know about her, right? You know the condition she's in, don't you? You're talking about the pregnancy, right? Yeah, don't worry. I know about it. I know that she's having a baby. Okay, cool. So, you're actually up to date, are you? Well, look. I was thinking that we should hold a celebration about this. I mean, it's a baby after all. It's going to be the first one in our family, so I'm pretty excited to be a grandfather. I know you would be excited to be a dad. Why don't we do something like that? Yeah, you know what? That's not such a bad idea. Maybe we should do that. Are you okay, Chris? You don't sound like you're particularly in a good mood. I thought you would have been happy about this. You seem like the type to be a family guy. No, don't get me wrong. I am. I am happy about this. I'm happy about having my own child. Okay, well, you haven't been messaging me lately, so I thought maybe it wasn't particularly good news for you. Maybe you wanted the baby later on in your life or something. I don't really want to get into that, to be honest. Look, Bill, I'm happy about this. I'm happy that I'm gonna be a dad. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Fair enough. I won't pester you about it anyway. You remember when you said that we should hang out sometime? Get a little bit of father and son bonding before you and my daughter actually get married. I've been thinking about it, and I'd really like to take you out fishing. I'm not really sure if it's your thing, but if you haven't tried it before, I'd definitely like to show you the ropes. That sounds good and everything, but I'm not really sure. Bill, I'm pretty busy. I don't think I have time for it. Wow. Okay, well, how about we do it sometime next month? We could plan it in advance. That's not really how this works. I don't think I can go at all, actually. I'm sorry. I know how much you want to bond with me, but now is not the time. There's some things I need to get sorted out first. Okay, well, it sounds like you have something on your plate then. I don't want to get in the way of it. I understand why you've been ignoring me this whole time. I'll give you the space you need. Let me know if you ever want to talk or hang out. Karen, you get out here right now. You and I need to have a serious talk. I honestly can't believe this is the way you've been behaving. Just what the hell is going through your head?
What do you want, Dad? I'm a pregnant woman. I need my space. Do you mind just giving it to me already?
No, I'm not doing that. I know what you've been doing. I confronted your husband and I forced him to tell me everything. He showed me all the bruises and scars on his body. I want you to be honest with me right now. Why does he look the way he does?
What do you mean? I don't think he looks anything out of the ordinary.
What do you mean he doesn't? He's got a black eye. What have you done to this man?
Wow. So he's in a particular state and you're just gonna automatically blame me for this? Some dad you are. You really don't think the best of your daughter, do you?
Of course I don't. I've heard it from his own mouth. You've been beating the crap out of this man, haven't you? Not that I needed him to tell me in the first place. I know the type of person you are. I could already deduce that you're the one that was behind this the moment I saw him.
Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. I beat him up. He deserved it. What of it? What are you gonna do about it?
What do you mean he deserved it? What has he done to deserve this exactly?
Well, he deserved this because he planted this abomination in me.
What do you mean? What abomination? You're talking about your child? Is that really the word you want to use to describe it?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna call it. This thing has ruined my life. I didn't want to have a baby this early. I didn't want to be tied down to a guy like Chris. I wanted someone that was exciting, someone wild, someone that had a lot of money but could also give me a lot of enjoyment in my life. Now I'm stuck with this dull, boring guy. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Wow. So that's the way you look at him. You look at him like he's nothing at all, and not only that, you want to punish him for it. You want to make him hurt because of it?
Yeah, well, he's sticking around, so who cares? It's his fault to begin with. If he really had a problem with it, he would just leave, right?
The only reason that he's not leaving is because he's got a good soul. He thinks that somehow he's going to be able to change you. He's made progress so far, and he believes that he could make more. I'm pretty sure in his mind he's just looking at this like some sort of relapse, like something that you're gonna get over. But he doesn't know the truth. He doesn't know how truly evil you are on the inside.
Yeah, well, that's his problem at the end of the day. If he's too stupid to make any further decision, then that's his fault. I'm not sitting here forcing him to be with me.
I honestly can't believe this right now, Karen. I can't believe something like this has happened. I mean, it was too good to be true, wasn't it? You being with an amazing guy like Chris, there was no way it was gonna work out. Something this tragic was bound to happen at some point. I just can't believe it happened to a guy like Chris.
Well, would you look at that? Boo-hoo! Poor Chris! You care so much about him, don't you? You care about him more than your own family. You care about him more than your own daughter. I had dreams, you know. I had things that I wanted to achieve. They were important to me. And now I've got to care about this stupid baby. But you don't care about that, do you? You only care about poor old Chris. I swear, maybe you should just marry him and make him a part of your family.
Shut your mouth, Karen. I have a lot of respect for that man. You were lucky that he even wasted his time on you to begin with. I can't believe this has happened. I'm going to make sure this is amended for. I'm going to make sure he gets out of this situation happy.
Yeah? Are you really gonna do that? What are you gonna do?
You'll find out soon enough. Karen felt triumphant at that point in time. She honestly thought I couldn't do anything about it. I knew that something could be done, though. I knew I'd be able to help Chris out in some way. It took some time, but I managed to convince him that he really needed to leave Karen. He should definitely give up any ideas of marrying her. There was no good that was going to come from persisting with her. She wasn't going to change. She never has, really. That's been her core character this whole time, and I didn't want him to go through something like that again. I could see through that bloody, bruised-up face of his that he took it to heart. He felt like he had failed at something in his life. Karen was the failed project, and I could see him through the swelled-up, bruised face shedding a tear. But that was fine, because I had a plan in the back of my mind. Karen may not have been a good fit for him, but maybe there's someone else. Maybe there was someone who was actually doing something good in their life that he might enjoy. I introduced him to my other daughter, Meg, and they hit it off instantly. It didn't take long for them to finally be together. It was around this time that Karen started to get erratic. You see, up until she found out about Meg, she thought she won this thing triumphantly. I mean, she was going to have this baby on her own and everything, but she was still quite young, and she was also going to get child support from Chris. For the longest time, she was doing fine until she found out about Chris being with her sister. This infuriated her beyond measure. When she knew that, she tried to lash out at Meg. On more than one occasion, she actually tried to assault her. Because of that, she ended up getting a criminal charge and a restraining order put on her. Not only that, but now she wasn't able to exert her violent behavior on the people that she wanted. Consequently, that energy ended up going to the baby. People caught on to this very quickly, though, and she had her baby taken away from her. Chris is now the sole guardian of that baby, and Meg doesn't have a problem with looking after it either. Karen, on the other hand, has lost everything. She's lost a good man, she's lost her baby, and she's lost all her income. Not only that, but she's rotting away in herself for the amount of trauma and abuse that she exerted on her own child. It's honestly a really sad circumstance. I wanted the best for my daughter, Karen. I wanted her to do as well as Meg. In fact, if she just continued her life with Chris and didn't care about the fact that she was pregnant, then I would have been a proud father of her. Even if she did have that evil character on the inside. Now I can't help but just feel like abandoning her. Every now and then she calls me telling me to visit her in prison, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's just physically impossible for me to look at her as my daughter anymore. Because of that, she's lost me as well, and I'm never going to accept her back into my family. Chris and Meg, on the other hand, are doing so well. Meg decided to quit her job and do whatever she could to support Chris. She's been helping him manage his businesses. She's catching on very quickly, and she's one of his biggest supports. They're also thinking about having a baby soon. They definitely have the financial means to look after one. It's a shame that one of my daughters turned out the way that she did, but I'm more than happy that one of them is actually doing really well. I guess it makes up for how much of a failure Karen was.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Hi there, ma'am. I'm Tessa. It's so nice to meet you. I'm happy to be of service to you today.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. Come on in. The lady who normally helps us out had something urgent come up and she wasn't able to come in at the last minute. I'm so grateful to you for being able to come so quickly on such short notice.
One of the key values of our company, Domestic Queens, is that we will always respond to a client's request as quickly as possible. I promise you that I will put my everything into making sure your house is in top condition and that your child is well looked after.
Thank you so much. Though I must confess, I was expecting someone much older to show up today. I had no idea that you would be so young. Oh, and would you look at my manners? I haven't prepared any drinks or snacks for you at all.
Oh no, there's really no need to do that, but I appreciate the sentiment. Now, what should I start with?
Would you be able to clean my son's playroom before he wakes up? He really hates it when you move his toys around in front of him, so it's best to do it whilst he's asleep.
Ah, I see. Don't worry, you're in good hands. Leave it to me. Are there any specific toys that he immediately looks for after waking up? I'll make sure to put them aside so they don't get mixed up with everything else whilst I'm tidying.
This doll here is his favorite.
Okay, understood. I'll make sure the doll is immediately accessible for him.
May I ask, why is it that you're working as a housekeeper? You look like you're still very young, and your credentials are quite impressive. Since you were introduced to us from a reputable source, I know that you do this full-time and you're not just doing this on occasion. You have so many qualifications and you graduated from a good university. So don't you find this kind of work a little too taxing?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if you would understand even if I told you. Can you keep a secret?
A secret? What kind of secret?
To tell you the truth, the CEO of Domestic Queens is actually my mom.
Ah, so you're the owner's daughter. Then why are you doing this kind of work? Ah, is it some kind of test because you're going to be inheriting the company one day? You need to work your way up from the bottom in order to understand the ins and outs of everything?
Oh no, that's not it at all. I am certainly not up to the task of running the company. That's definitely more my mom's forte, and she and I are nothing alike.
Then why are you working for her like this?
Well, normally, when you think of a housekeeper, you just think of some old lady doing cleaning and other household chores, don't you? But my family's completely different. They've always put emphasis on housekeepers having qualifications and being refined and dignified. So ever since I was a child, it was easy for me to get involved in things like martial arts and education, because these were considered important skills by my parents. Around the time I started high school, I realized that my parents were a little different from everyone else, and it made me start wondering what it would be like to be a part of what they had built. The sense of duty my parents have and pride of the employees working at the company, I wanted to experience those things too.
It sounds like you've always had a very mature way of thinking, even when you were a child.
So then I developed an interest in looking after children and educating them. So I decided to major in education at college. After I graduated, it was only natural that I ended up joining my parents' company. I am still in training though, mind. Even though I'm their daughter, my parents don't go easy on me with anything. They're really picky and have very high standards, you know. It's not that they just hired me because I'm their daughter. I had to prove myself to them first. So you can rest assured that I know what I'm doing here, and you don't need to worry about the quality of my work.
Oh, I wasn't worried at all. Seeing the speed in which you're tidying the nursery right now, I'm very impressed. It looks like you didn't just develop these skills overnight.
Honestly, if you knew what my mom was like, you wouldn't be calling this speed fast. She's very scrupulous, you know. She starts nagging me if I take longer than 5 minutes to wash the dishes.
It sounds like you have a very good relationship with your mum. I'm very jealous. It really does seem that mothers are always closer to their daughters.
Ah, yes, of course. You have a son, don't you?
Yes, that's right, I have a son. As you can probably tell, I'm a little on the older side, and we were only able to have him after several rounds of IVF. Because I'm a much older first-time mother, I do feel a little lost sometimes, and I'm not sure what the best thing to do is. He's very insistent and demanding, and he's definitely a handful to deal with. I'm sorry in advance if you find that looking after him is a little bit of a challenge. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Don't you worry. Looking after difficult kids is my specialty. Oh, I think he's woken up already. I can hear some little whines in the distance. You can hear that? I can't hear a thing. Did you even have to specially train your ears for this job? It's something that comes with experience. I suppose I should go and make sure his food is ready then. We don't want him all grumpy because he has to wait for his breakfast now, do we? What exactly did you do when you were at work yesterday? Huh? What do you mean? All I did was try my best to do everything that was requested of me. Did you receive a complaint or something? No, we didn't receive a complaint. Actually, we received the opposite of a complaint. The opposite of a complaint? The lady you were with yesterday was so happy with your work that she wants to sign a permanent contract with you. What? Really? She does? Yes, she really does. She contacted me pretty much straight after you left her house. You know that lady is an acquaintance of a good friend of mine, right? Yes, she knows your friend who works in construction management, doesn't she? She's a top VVIP client, so it's important to keep her happy. So imagine my surprise when she called me saying that she doesn't want anyone except you from now on. Tell me the truth. Did you cause some kind of incident? Have you made her feel obligated to take you on or something like that? Of course I didn't. I would never cause trouble at work. I'm not you, you know. I just can't think of a reason why she would choose you specifically. We told her that you were in training and that you were only working temporary positions at the moment. And I know that rich people normally aren't too keen on temporary workers or part-timers. But she was firm in her decision that she just wanted to hire you in the future. Well, maybe it's because she liked how I was with her son. So you did cause trouble, didn't you? What sort of things were you teaching her son? I told you I didn't. I just played with him and taught him how to write a couple of letters and made him some food. That's all. But because he's clearly been very spoiled and coddled, his mom said that he had become quite picky with his food and didn't want to have anything healthy. But when I was feeding him, he didn't have any complaints at all. Ah, I suppose that must have been it then. Even though you're not too great at other things, you really are talented when it comes to looking after kids. Hey! I'm good at other stuff as well. You know better than anyone how many qualifications I have. This situation is a little out of the ordinary. I have never had a temporary worker go straight to a full-time contract so quickly. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to carry on taking the temporary jobs or whether you want to sign the full-time contract with this lady. Well, that lady is really lovely and kind. She's the complete opposite of you, Mom. So I don't think I could possibly say no to her. As long as she's happy to have me, then I will welcome the chance to work for her full-time. Ouch. Well, that hurt my feelings. So I'm the complete opposite of lovely and kind, am I? My family runs a housekeeping company pioneering its way into the modern age. Back in the old days, housekeepers were thought of as no different to maids. But now most housekeepers are qualified professionals who are not to be looked down on. There are many cases where modern housekeepers don't just do the chores. They have a plethora of professional knowledge and have several certifications and qualifications. They also function as a nanny and help care for and educate the children of rich parents. You could say that we are housekeepers, nannies, and security guards all rolled into one. My family hire highly educated individuals who can also handle security duties, and we conduct in-house training within the company with the goal of cultivating highly qualified housekeepers. As I followed the work my parents did, I naturally acquired related qualifications. In addition to learning military combat skills and training professionally, I also studied IT security and won awards in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and swimming, gaining the necessary skills to act as a security guard along the way. And of course, I started learning how to properly look after children from an early age as well. I never once thought of this kind of work as difficult or as a nuisance. Instead, I have always seen it as a very rewarding profession. It doesn't really matter to me what other people say. In my eyes, what I do is the most rewarding job around. Thank you for your hard work again today, Tessa. We can relax a little now that my little boy has grown up a bit, at least. Did you get him to kickboxing okay?
Yes, I made sure he got inside safely. I feel like signing him up to kickboxing lessons was a good idea. He gets all excited and uses up so much of his energy that he's nice and tired and ready to wind down when he gets home. He always eats his dinner without complaint and goes down to sleep without any trouble.
Yes, you're right. Ever since we started raising him according to your recommendations, things have been so much better for everyone. Shall we stay in the house today and have a nice relaxing cup of afternoon tea?
That sounds lovely. You'll have Earl Grey as usual, right? I think I'll have Earl Grey today as well.
Let's make the tea and prepare the snacks together. My husband bought some madeleines from the French bakery, and I think they will go wonderfully with the tea.
Oh, good idea. Thank you so much.
He's had a new co-worker join the secretary's office, and he seems to have really good knowledge of where to find the tastiest food, whether it's restaurants, cafes, bakeries, etc. Apparently, his hobby is going to different restaurants and trying them out. Thanks to him, my husband has been saved a lot of trouble trying to find the best places to take clients to discuss business.
Oh, I would have thought somebody like that would be a woman. Women are often quite savvy about these kinds of things and tend to be the best at taking pretty pictures of restaurants and food for social media.
Yes, I thought that this person must be a woman as well. So I was very surprised when I found out that he was a man.
That really is surprising.
Take a look at this. This is his Instagram page. He's so good at taking pictures. He makes everything look amazing. I really can't believe that a man is behind all this.
Yes, you can see his face in his profile picture. He seems like a very interesting person indeed.
These days, my husband comes home singing this co-worker's praises almost every evening. Apparently, he's really good at his work as well, and he's a cut above the other younger employees. My husband is full of compliments for him.
He sounds like a really great person. I know that your husband is a very discerning man, and he wouldn't look favorably on just anyone. So this guy must be very special to have received this much praise from him.
By the way, I've been thinking, how about we set you up on a date with this co-worker of my husband's?
Oh, well, this is all a bit sudden.
After hearing what my husband has had to say about him, I really think that the two of you would be well suited to each other. Especially because he's the kind of person who stands out from the crowd. Like you, he's not a sheep like most young people are these days. I really think that you two would make a good match.
Well, I suppose I don't have a boyfriend or anything right now, so it wouldn't hurt to try and meet someone, I suppose. It was just sprung on me out of the blue, so I need a second to think about it. You see, I'm always so focused on work that I never really have time to think about dating or anything like that.
I think it's better to pounce on him now whilst he's still single. When he's such a nice guy with such nice prospects, it surely won't be too long before another girl comes along and tries to snap him up. You're such an important person to me, and I would love to see you happy with somebody nice.
Aw, thank you for saying that, Violet.
But equally, I don't want you to feel like I'm pressuring you or anything like that. It's not that I'm expecting you to get married straight away or anything like that. I just think it would be a great opportunity for the both of you to see whether you're a good fit or not. If it turns out you don't like him, then I won't be upset with you at all. You're absolutely free to reject him if you don't feel as if he is the right person for you. I must say, Tessa, you are a very charming young lady. I'm really enjoying chatting with you.
Me too. I was really nervous when I came here, and I had no idea that it was going to be this much fun. You're such a lovely guy, Wesley.
Aw, you flatter me. Director Bridges is always singing your praises, you know. He always says how it's really impressive that you're so dedicated to your work and so skilled at looking after children. I heard that you've developed a very close relationship with his wife, and that the two of you often do things together in your free time as well.
Yes, that's mainly because their son is so attached to me, that whenever they go out to eat anywhere, he refuses to eat properly unless I'm there with him. I've even been able to go on several camping trips thanks to them as well.
Do you never find it irritating, having to do so many things with them?
Of course it's not irritating. Their son is so incredibly adorable, and the director and his wife are both such lovely people, and they are so very kind to me. I never feel uncomfortable when I'm with them. In fact, you could even say that I feel more comfortable with them than I do with my own mother. They're like my second family, and I wouldn't change my relationship with them for the world.
Even so, most people would be uncomfortable with the extra burdens, no matter how nice their employers may be.
Well, the whole reason I'm here today is because they both said that you were such a good person. I would even go as far to say that Mrs. Bridges is the person I trust the most in this world. And because I value her opinion so much, I trusted that she wasn't mistaken to speak so highly of you, and I came out to meet you today.
I suppose you will have to thank her then. If she had never mentioned me to you, then you and I would have never gotten the opportunity to meet. Oh, by the way, Tessa, if it's okay with you, would you like to meet up again next week? I know a really good pasta place nearby, and since you said that you like pasta, I would love to be able to take you there and see what you think.
I would love to. How about Saturday? My client, Violet, Mrs. Bridges, really became quite attached to me. Because she and her husband were both on the older side when they had their son, they struggled a little and were unsure how to teach their child properly and how to guide him on the right path. I don't want to brag or anything like that, but I graduated from a very reputable university. And because I majored in education, I became somewhat of an expert on how to teach children. Things were a little awkward at first, but he soon got used to me and we started to get along like a house on fire. As for Violet, she started to treat me as if I were her elder daughter, and she would always buy me expensive gifts and throw me a lavish party on my birthday. And every holiday season, she would always give me a generous bonus without fail. She was always so nice to me and made sure I was so well taken care of that I started to question if I even deserved this much money. After her son started elementary school, in the daytimes we engaged in hobbies together, and I was able to enjoy high society through her. I even like to think that I became a little more sophisticated. It was even thanks to Violet that I was able to meet my husband. Ever since the first date, he was nothing but gentlemanly and considerate towards me. And he showed me that he really was the good and kind person that Violet and her husband had made him out to be. And so, after dating for 2 years, we decided to get married. I didn't want to part from Violet and her son and my job that gives me such a sense of pride, so I made the decision to continue working after I got married. Of course, Violet welcomed the decision, and my husband was happy to see me continuing to do the work that I love. But unfortunately, not every member of my new family was so understanding about my profession.
It really is much more relaxing now I have a daughter-in-law to help out with all the cooking. We need to finish all of this before midday, you know. There are still lots of things left to do in the afternoon. You'd better move faster.
This is crazy. There are barely any family members coming over. Why do we need to make this much food? Things are starting to smell good already. Tessa! I think you should speed up a little. I'm going to become a grandma by the time we actually get to eat this food. Ruby, please appreciate that these things take time to prepare. You can't just expect everything to be ready for when you want to eat it. But everything is much tastier when you take it straight from the pan, so I'd rather grab bits as you go. Don't tell me you're expecting me to wait until you've finished everything. Some of the food isn't going to be as fresh at that point. You work as a housekeeper and you don't even know that?
And what exactly do you think that has to do with my work? I told you to hurry up, didn't I? You need to clean the house in the afternoon as well.
What? But I did a big clean of the house yesterday. I even cleaned the dust from the top of the closet and washed the curtains. And may I remind you that I did that all by myself. How can there be anything else left to clean now?
What do you mean, how can there be anything left to clean? Cleaning should be done every single day, should it not? The kitchen is all dirty from the food preparations as well. Look! There's a huge puddle of oil on the floor. Surely you, as a housekeeper, should know that all of this needs to be cleaned.
You keep bringing up the fact that I'm a housekeeper, but we don't just do the cleaning, you know.
What do you mean? Your job is just cleaning and doing the laundry. What else could there be to it? If you're not doing either of those things, then you're just sat in a stranger's house begging them for free food, aren't you?
How could you say such a thing? I work very hard, you know.
That's what you say. But if you don't even know that there needs to be more cleaning done today, then you obviously don't do a very good job.
Excuse me? Whatever, just carry on cooking already. I am so hungry I could die.
Yes, that's right. Don't you even think about trying to take a break. You better get on with it, okay? Put everything that's finished on the counter to the left. That way Ruby can pick at it whilst she's waiting. She lives by herself, you know, and it's not very often that she gets to taste home cooking like this. Is she really going to take more? She's already picked at half the food before it's even ready. Are you okay, Tessa? You look exhausted. You should have been getting a rest over the holidays, but it looks like you've been doing extreme sports the whole time. What happened? Violet, promise me that when your son grows up and gets married that you will be nice to your daughter-in-law. Did your mother-in-law order you around over Thanksgiving? I thought they didn't make too much of a big deal about it, though. Don't tell me your husband was also making you do everything. Apparently, not making a big deal out of it was a total lie. I made enough food to fill a one-ton truck and still have some left over. It felt like I was in some kind of factory. Seriously. And because my mother-in-law doesn't do the cleaning or any of the other chores properly, she made me do everything for her. And as for my sister-in-law, all she did was eat, eat, eat. It's basically like I did all of that cooking for nothing. I barely got to eat a single bite of it because of her. How could they act this way towards you? Does your mother-in-law only care about her daughter? Isn't your husband her son? What about him? Does she not care about him? My husband was helping me the whole time. If he hadn't, then I think I would have just collapsed and I wouldn't be able to move today. If it wasn't cleaning, it was cooking. And then if it wasn't cooking, it was cleaning again. You're my boss and you don't even make me do that much relentless work. So your mother-in-law has no qualms about putting her own son to work as well. How can she be like that towards her own family? That really is far too harsh. My husband says that things are normally like that at his family's house. Apparently, his sister is the only girl out of all of their cousins, so she's been super spoiled and coddled her entire life. And because of that, she thinks she's entitled to eat everything in front of her. If she doesn't get what she wants, she throws a tantrum like a toddler. She kept asking me to make her things constantly from the moment I arrived. I wanted you to get a nice rest, so I told you not to come in over the holidays. But if I had known that things were going to be like this with your in-laws, I would have just asked you to come over the holidays as well. That way you would have actually been able to relax. It's so upsetting seeing you so listless without any energy. I'm fine, honestly. You don't need to worry about me. We can't have this. After we've sent my boy off to school, you and I will go out to have something tasty to eat. It will be just the perfect time for brunch. There's a place up the road that specializes in healthy but tasty brunches, and they have lots of things on the menu that will help you regain your energy. Thank you. How could I possibly say no to that? Since I had gotten used to being around the refined and dignified people of high society, spending Thanksgiving with my in-laws was a real shock. It was like they were living in a different century with their backwards ideals. A mother-in-law who views her daughter-in-law as nothing more than a maidservant and a sister-in-law who is more spoiled and entitled than the elementary schooler that I look after on a regular basis. There is no better way to describe how they treated me that Thanksgiving other than that they put me to work like a slave. Poor Violet was incredibly taken aback when she saw me return to work after Thanksgiving all disheveled. And she got angry with me as if everything that had happened to me had happened to her. After that, whenever there was any kind of holiday, whether it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, the 4th of July, or anything else, I would always go to Violet's house. It was definitely much more comfortable than being with my in-laws. The next Thanksgiving was such great fun because there was no pressure on me to do anything. We had a barbecue, and we played board games together. My husband even started bonding with Violet's husband over playing video games together. Seeing the man who was like a second father to me and the man I love giggling over their controllers together really was the sight to warm my heart. Violet and I watched on fondly, and I thought to myself that this is exactly the kind of family holiday I always wanted to experience. How come you've got so much work to do that you won't even get Thanksgiving off again this year? Isn't that lady you work for overstepping the boundaries a little here? Well, it can't be helped. I need to help out because there will be lots of guests coming. But because of that, my daughter doesn't get to eat anything tasty at Thanksgiving. And it's not like she gets to have your cooking at any other time either. You and that son of mine are always busy doing something or other, even at the weekend. So you never come to visit us. Don't you think you owe it to us to at least come and make some nice dinner for us on Thanksgiving? It's really not proper for you, as my daughter-in-law, to be cooking for someone else's family on Thanksgiving yet again. Well, if you want your daughter to eat nice things, then you should make them for her yourself.
Don't drag me into this.
Even today, you've only been here for 10 minutes and now you're going to leave again. If your visits are going to be this short, then you might as well not come at all. It's not like you ever do anything for us, and you never help out with anything around the house. Please don't be angry, Josephine. Here, this is a carrot cake ordered from an artisan French bakery that Violet frequents. She had it made for you to say sorry for taking me away at Thanksgiving again. When Ruby comes over later, the two of you can eat it together. Well, I suppose that's nice. Are you not staying to eat with us? Wesley had something come up again today, so I don't think we'll be able to stay. I'm sorry. If I stay a minute longer, I'm sure she will find something to try and make me do. I can see right through her. Just join us for a little tea and cake. Oh, and what about your parents? I'm sure they can't afford something as nice as this since they work as housekeepers, so I'm sure they would want to try some too. Oh, it's fine. Neither of them are particularly big fans of cake. My parents would not want any of this cake. I suppose I should give in and eat it then, since I was the intended recipient. I'm going to have to put that daughter of mine on another diet after this. Phew. We avoided crisis once again. Violet really is smart. Honey, did you know? My sister is going to be getting married. Really? Ruby is going to get married. I was surprised when I first heard as well. I didn't think that anyone would want to marry that pig. I wonder what poor soul she's managed to ensnare somehow. I suppose it's been quite a while since we last went to see your family. Well, I guess we've only been going when they've invited us, or when we needed to go there for one reason or another. But because they've both always been conveniently working, we haven't had to see them much lately. Still, I feel a little bad that we haven't been going to the extent that we don't even know what's going on with your family anymore. So, who is she getting married to? Do you know? Apparently, he's the son of the CEO of some company. I heard that they met at a party or something like that. She's been digging her claws into him for a while now, it seems, and he's finally agreed to marry her. I'm sure she used some kind of tactic. Oh, really? She really is lucky, though, I guess. Even if her future father-in-law's company isn't particularly big, they're still probably quite financially well off. Yeah, even though it's a subsidiary of a bigger company, it seems pretty solid. I don't think they'll be going bankrupt anytime soon. He's coming round to see my mom for the first time since they officially announced the engagement, and they asked us to come as well. I know that my sister is just going to spend the whole time bragging and sucking up to her fiancé, and it makes my blood boil just thinking about it. Even so, we should probably go. Even though I agree that we should only see your family in small doses, it would be bad to not be spending any time with them at all. I'm so tired of my mom and sister and their ridiculous carryings on. They're my family, so I have to put up with them to an extent. But I really don't know how you're able to bear spending more than 10 minutes with them. I really don't want to go. Do you think I want to go there either? Of course I don't. Thanks to my daughter marrying into a rich family, now I get to live the high life too. Is your husband being good to you and treating you well?
Well, of course he is. He buys me designer products basically every week, and we go on vacation every month. This really is my dream life. I couldn't be more comfortable.
But doesn't your husband have to work? How can he be taking enough time off to take you on vacation every month?
It's really not a big deal for him. After all, he is the boss's son. He can basically do whatever he likes without facing any consequences whatsoever. If he takes a day off, then who is going to challenge him? So we can go on vacation every month, and we can also go out to nice restaurants during the week as well. I've never been happier.
Is it really okay for him to miss work like that? Ah, I see. It really does pay off to have good parents to give you a good start in life. Look at your sister-in-law. Her parents are housekeepers, and therefore her poor small world was so limited that she wasn't able to do anything other than become a housekeeper herself. No other sensible person with a degree would ever do that to themselves. Excuse me, Josephine. What did you just say? I don't see how I've said anything wrong. It's true, isn't it? You're living exactly the same life as your mom, aren't you? They do say that daughters often end up like their moms, whether they want to or not. But you just kind of let it happen to you without striving to try and get a better life for yourself. You're nothing more than a maid at the end of the day, are you? There she goes again, calling me a maid.
Ah! There's a lady who works as a housekeeper at my new house where I live with my husband and in-laws, but I really don't like her cooking at all. Apparently my in-laws hired her recently and she cooks according to their tastes, but I really can't get along with the flavors she uses.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, and because Tessa is such a good cook, I don't think I'll ever be able to stop comparing other things to her cooking. So normally I end up preparing my own food separately. But other than that, I basically have the perfect life. I don't have to clean or wash the dishes, and I just get to sit around doing nothing all the time.
Then why don't you hire Tessa as your maid instead? Wouldn't that be perfect for you? Excuse me? Did I hear you right there?
Oh my gosh, Mom! That's such a good idea. I was getting really sick of eating my own cooking, and it's been really hard on me having to do it every day. So if Tessa were to come and work as our maid, my life truly would be completely perfect.
Are you being serious right now, Ruby? Are you really saying that you want me to be your maid?
Why are you so affronted by this? Surely this is a good thing for you. It'll be way less stressful for you to work for a family member than to be constantly under the watchful eyes of strangers. You'll be doing exactly the same things as you do now, just in my house instead. I really don't see what the problem is here.
I think it would be wonderful. I always hated the fact that you were always having to work over every holiday. And now if you're working for my daughter, we won't need to worry about that anymore.
And then I can send her over to you whenever you need her, Mom. Is this not a win-win situation for everyone?
What on earth is wrong with these people? Are you sure you're okay, honey? My mom and sister have really gone way too far this time. How can they be so horrible and entitled? They don't even understand what your job is. They just think you're some kind of cleaner and continue to look down on you. It really makes me sick to my stomach to hear the way they talk to you. I'm going to need you to hold it together now, honey, because I'm not going to be able to hold myself back anymore. Seriously? If they look down on me and my parents one more time, I'm not just going to stand there and take it anymore. They're not just looking down on me and my family, but they're looking down on our entire profession. I'm not going to stand for this anymore. So I just want to let you know that I won't be on polite terms with your family anymore. I really can't contain my anger anymore.
Are you still thinking about my proposal about coming to work for me, Tessa?
Ruby, I have no intention whatsoever of working for you and your in-laws. So please look for somebody else instead.
But why? It will be much more comfortable for you, won't it? Working for family is much better than working for strangers.
Actually, no. I think the opposite is true. In my eyes, there is nothing worse than working for family, especially when said family is people like you. You said that you were even going to send me over to your mom's whenever she needs me earlier, didn't you? According to the law, that would be illegal overtime and would violate the terms of any kind of employment contract we would have.
Do family really need to worry about things like that? As long as I pay you every month, surely it's fine for you to just work without worrying about a contract or anything like that.
Exactly. How dare you refuse to work for the person who is close to you as if she were your very own sister? How could you be so cold? Even if it seems like I'm being cold to you, I'm not going to change my mind. And besides, even if I were to go and work for Ruby and receive a salary every month, there is no difference between me and any other salaried employee. In those kinds of situations, a contract is always necessary. Don't you agree? It's quite ridiculous that you're even suggesting that these things are negligible.
But you're nothing but a maid. Why would a maid need to have a contract? I told you that I'll pay you regularly. I'll pay you $1,000 a month. That's a lot for a maid to be receiving a month, isn't it?
Are you running a charity or something? Why would you give her as much as $1,000 a month?
Is it really too much? Oh well, because for a family, it doesn't hurt to go a little above the average rate.
1,000? Do you really think that's an enticing offer? Nobody hires a full-time housekeeper for that little.
Don't be ridiculous. $1,000 is a lot of money for someone who is essentially just a maid. I'm even offering you more than I want to give you because I'm taking my brother into consideration here. That way, the two of you will be able to scrape by together.
You can use that money on something else, thanks very much.
Why are you being so difficult? Do you think that'll offer you more if you play hard to get like this or something?
You really have been mistaken. I told you once and I will tell you again. I have absolutely no intention of going to work for you.
But just think about it. You'll be able to be nice and comfortable at my house, and you'll be getting $1,000 a month. $1,000, I'm telling you.
What a joke. Ruby, I'm getting $5,000 a month right now, you know.
What? $5,000? Well, that can't be right. Are you sure you didn't mean to say $500?
No, $5,000. I get $5,000 a month, and because I'm an associate of my mom's company, my annual salary is actually much higher than that. How can a maid possibly be earning $5,000 a month? You're not lying to us, are you? I'm not lying. I can show you my banking app right now if you like.
Let me see that. Oh my gosh, it's true! You can see the monthly payments here.
Okay, you can stop looking now.
Wow, you really are something. Mom, I thought that Tessa was a total loser, but I was completely wrong. This is crazy.
Wait, did you just say that you were an associate of your mom's company? Does that mean that your parents are actually running a business? I thought that they were just housekeepers. When I met you for the first time, I explained all of this to you. But I suppose you weren't listening to me at all. As soon as you heard the word housekeeper, you completely dismissed me and decided that I wasn't worth listening to. But my mom is the CEO of our company, and I am an associate and I work for them. We are not just maids, as you keep putting it. But all you're doing is housework. All a maid needs to do is cook, clean, and do the laundry. There's no way you should be getting $5,000 a month for that. If your mom has built a company based on that and she pays everyone that much, then surely she's going to go out of business. There wouldn't be anything left. You're definitely lying to us. This is definitely all made up. I told you that I get $5,000 a month. That doesn't mean that all my mom's employees get that much. It all depends on your skills and qualifications. That's funny. This is such a ridiculous joke that it's almost pitiful. How can a housekeeper have any skills or qualifications? My parents are hardworking people with a strong work ethic. They're not people who deserve to be looked down on and called nothing but housekeepers. Well, I'm sure they do work very hard. But if you can get $5,000 a month just for cleaning the toilets at your mom's company, then it's something anyone could do. I would be able to go and get a job at your mom's company easily, I'm sure. Of course there are people around who just clean, but our company is different. Employees at my mom's company go through the same training that foreign royal families use to train their professional butlers and nannies. I also have the ability to handle security or other tasks if necessary. I have black belts in multiple martial arts and various other certifications. It's a professional job that requires you to have good credentials. If you want to be working for the richest families in the area and have them recommend your services to their friends, you need to deliver the highest quality service at all times. And our company doesn't just consist of older ladies. We have lots of male employees too. Being physically strong is an advantage in this field. So I'm sorry, Josephine, but there is no way that you would be able to get hired at my mom's company. Making the entry requirements difficult is just another one of your far-fetched lies. Well, if you don't believe me, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you whether you believe me or not. But the fact of the matter is that I am currently getting $5,000 a month along with regular bonuses. If you're willing to match or top that offer, then I suppose I will consider working for you, Ruby. If you're not able to do that, then don't even bother bringing up the matter again. Just you watch, Ruby. Her nose is going to start growing in a second after telling all these lies. If you don't believe me, that's fine. I don't care. We can just carry on living our lives without having anything to do with each other.
Mom, how can you still be accusing her of lying when we literally just saw her bank account? Obviously, she's not earning as much as my husband, but she's still doing pretty well for herself.
So are you going to give me $5,000 a month then?
I'll, think about it.
She's only saying she'll think about it because she knows she can't afford it. I don't know what you've done to deserve this bad luck of having to deal with the in-laws from hell. Your husband is such a nice guy. So why are his family members all like this? Honestly, my husband really is the diamond amongst the rough in this family. Oh, and by the way, which company is your sister-in-law's husband the heir to? A subsidiary of a mid-sized company? That's what I heard. But as far as I know, it's a factory. And is he really taking random days off in the middle of the week whenever he likes? Well, my sister-in-law says that he will never get into trouble because he's the boss's son. What's wrong, Violet? Oh, it's nothing. It's just that I heard something similar from my husband, so I think it might be worth looking into. No way. I know it's a small world, but surely it can't be a company affiliated with Violet's husband's company. Can it? Hello?
Tessa, please help me out here.
Ruby? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
You said that your parents are running a housekeeping business, right? Would you perhaps be able to recommend me to them?
Oh, are you still looking for a housekeeper? I'm sorry, but I can't recommend someone for you. Recommendations can only be done from customer to customer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, you don't understand. I'm not saying I want to hire a housekeeper. I'm saying I want to be a housekeeper.
You? Working for my mom's company. Are you really saying that you want to work for us right now?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You looked down on us and called us nothing but maids. Why the sudden change of heart? Your husband is from a rich family, is he not? Surely you wouldn't want to lower yourself like this now, would you?
Well, the thing is, my husband got fired.
What? How could he have gotten fired?
Well, there was this one client company that he was dealing with, and I guess there must have been some kind of audit? I don't really know how the client found out, but it came to light that my husband had been regularly taking unauthorized time off and he was reprimanded for it. The client made a fuss that the person responsible for dealing with them had never been there when they needed him. And because my father-in-law is a very strict person, he really can't stand things like this. So in the end, he said that he had forgiven his son for many things, but this was the last straw, and wouldn't let him off on this one. This time he completely lost the only client he had, so he was fired outright. Even when he gets another job, he can't change his ways and quits after a few days. He can't pull himself together and he can't get another stable job. So now he's working part-time in the neighborhood convenience store. But I'm living in constant fear that he's just going to quit again and put us in an even more difficult situation. So I need to go out and earn some money to support our family.
So that's why you're asking me if I can help you get hired at my parents' place?
Yes, you told me that you earn $5,000 a month. I'm not expecting to earn that much. I just want to do some kind of work and earn some kind of money. I've heard lots of people saying that your parents' company is really popular with the rich ladies in this area. I'd rather not work for just anyone. If it's not too much trouble, I would also like the opportunity to meet a nice rich lady and work for her.
Do you have any qualifications?
What kind of qualifications?
Do you have a black belt in any martial arts? It doesn't have to be as many as I have. Just 1 or 2 will do. Do you have any experience in security work or working in the military or police? Even experience doing volunteer community service in high school or college is considered a plus in our eyes. At the very least, do you have a degree in or certification related to education? Do you even have any related experience at all? Come to think of it, when was the last time you ever even had a job?
Why do you need all of that stuff in order to become a housekeeper? Surely all that matters is that you do your job well. I can cook and clean well enough when I have to. If you don't have any of these things, unfortunately, you won't be able to work for our company. All the housekeepers who work for our company, the people who you so look down on, all have these kinds of qualifications, including me. But you, what do you have? You went to a mediocre college and you don't have any certifications. How on earth can you expect us to want to hire you? But Tessa, we're family! This is the standard that our customers want. I told you, they're expecting to receive high-quality service. The qualifications I just listed are the minimal requirements for some of our customers. Are you really claiming that you could do just as good a job as these highly qualified individuals? Do you want to disgrace our company and put us on everyone's blacklist? If we let you represent us in front of one of these rich ladies, they're going to think that the rest of our employees are like you, and then nobody will hire one of us ever again. Please, Tessa, I'm desperate here. All I need is to earn $1,500 a month. That would be more than enough for me. Please just help me find a job. You need to go and look for something that you can do without any qualifications. Otherwise, nobody is going to hire you. Though I am curious what kind of job someone like you, who has amounted to absolutely nothing at your age, will possibly be able to get. I need to go and pick up my client son from school now, so I will be hanging up. Tessa! Tessa! Please don't hang up on me. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I promise that I won't ever look down on you ever again. Tessa! Tessa! Please! Let me think about it for a second. Okay, I'm all done thinking. The answer is still no. It doesn't even have to be with your company. Are your family looking for a housekeeper by any chance? Will you just stop with this nonsense? Even if I was working using my feet, I would still do a better job than you. I think it's my sister-in-law's own fault that she's ended up in this situation. Nobody ever told her to take the easy life, but she constantly avoided challenging herself and just wanted to live as comfortably as possible. My sister-in-law is currently going back and forth between temp agencies looking for a job. Before she got married, she only ever worked low-skill part-time jobs and never attempted to build a career for herself. Who would possibly find someone like her useful? And with that awful personality of hers, there's no way a respectable family would take on someone like her as a full-time housekeeper. She would only be good for cleaning public buildings where she doesn't need to constantly be having interactions with people. Apparently, this is the kind of part-time job she's jumping between right now. Apparently, she isn't even able to earn $1,000 a month. And things are so difficult that she isn't even showing her face at her mom's house anymore, where she used to go freely in order to lounge around, complain to her mom, and eat her food. My mother-in-law keeps trying to guilt me into helping her out, but she refuses to ask me directly, because she can't bear to have to beg me to let her daughter work as a maid. I have no intention of extending an olive branch to them, and I have just decided to leave them be and let them figure things out for themselves. I'm still maintaining a close relationship with Violet, and I still see her as a second mother. In fact, I would even say I have an even closer relationship with her than I do with my own mother. She keeps saying, "If you get pregnant, you better tell me straight away. I will pay for you to give birth in a nice private hospital and send you to the fancy postpartum care center that I went to." But my reply to her is always, "I'm not ready to give you a grandchild just yet." Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.